gonna drop some bombs. Tick on that.
If they ever said something about me, take it to the bank.
The bank. You are the North Star for athletes.
But I'm three different people. ESPN First Take on Club Shay Shay, and I'm Shannon Sharpe that you see on Nightcap.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. I mean, it's really hard to say who has the most power. There's some very powerful entities out here.
The way I eat, the way I sleep, I have to understand that. Now, if he's willing to pay that price, there's a price to be paid for greatness. There's a price to be paid for success. And if you're not willing to pay that price, you don't deserve to be successful. You don't deserve to be.
Recently, Ice Cube created quite a stir in Hollywood by disclosing some startling information that could alter our perception of the business. The renowned rapper and actor, known for his no-nonsense demeanor, discussed his opinions on why some individuals and organizations are being canceled during a live Q&A session with his fans. Ice Cube stated in his video that the thing that aggravates them the most is when you decide not to join their group. Among the prominent individuals referenced in this dispute is Shannon Sharpe, a well-known sports analyst and former NFL player who has been the target of growing criticism. We'll delve deeper into this Hollywood drama and uncover the truth behind these attacks on Sharpe in today's video. But before we get started, remember to hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our new videos.
We have Kevin Hart right on after you.
Owe me some money.
Actually? Oh, we're gonna tell him.
Tell him you owe me a
Ain't none. You would have to have a range.
Well, I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes.
It's almost as if Cat chose you.
He did.
Cause Cat don't.
He done do it. Kim, I've been trying to line Cat up for a year. People don't know this, but Cat doesn't like to fly. He normally takes the bus pretty much everywhere he goes.
Those who watched Ice Cube's webcast claimed that the musician didn't hold back. He brought up several important concerns facing the Black community, highlighting the way that achievement may occasionally give rise to animosity. He clarified that some individuals appear disgruntled when others in the community succeed, and rather than providing encouragement, they hastily disparage them. Ice Cube even used Shannon Sharpe as an excellent illustration when talking about potential perpetrators of the latest assaults on the radio presenter. Ice Cube highlighted, "What I want them to do is work with us, not against us. Quit doing the things you know you're doing behind the scenes. The truth is always beneficial to the soul," he went on. "Everything done in secret will be revealed."
What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all gotta deal.
Ice Cube didn't simply make generalizations. He also identified particular people who he thinks are orchestrating the attacks on Shannon Sharpe's reputation. He implied that these attacks are motivated more by a desire to see Sharpe fail than by legitimate criticisms. As we delve deeper into this subject, we'll dissect every element pertaining to Shannon Sharpe and the current controversy surrounding him.
You know how they been with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear. What they've been doing, the NBA.
Shannon Sharpe and his company, Club Shay Shay, are clearly the subject of significant investigation. Sharpe has been openly targeted by a number of comedians and business insiders, so this retaliation doesn't seem all that surprising. Comedian Cat Williams had already forewarned Sharpe earlier in the year that he would face backlash from some individuals after her acerbic Clubhouse interview. It appears that Cat Williams' prophecy is coming to pass. A number of individuals who previously consented to participate on Club Shay Shay are currently openly critiquing Shannon Sharpe.
Well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. If we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy.
Various hypotheses have been proposed by fans to explain why this is occurring to one of the most popular podcasters' hashtags of 2024. Some others accuse Sharpe of being in it for the money and putting his own reputation above all else, believing that he is more concerned with advancing his own interests than with truly helping the Black community. However, others believe Shannon Sharpe's quick rise to prominence is a threat to those who are targeting him. They are prepared to go to any lengths to undermine him because they perceive his ascent as a threat to their own influence. Sharpe has stated that he wants to start a website similar to BET with the goal of giving Black performers a voice. Some, meanwhile, see this as a challenge to their own notoriety and power. In an unexpected turn of events, Shannon Sharpe is now the focus of fresh allegations meant to damage his reputation. Now some are criticizing his private life and asserting that he is a gay man in secret. One of the first people to make this allegation was comedian Mike Epps. He joked in his stand-up routine that Sharpe wore tight pants because he was a member of the Rainbow Tribe. Epps even said he declined an invitation to appear on Sharpe's show because he didn't want the host to stare at him. Mike Epps was not limited to humor. He gave an explanation for his criticism of Shannon Sharpe, charging that the comedian attempted to coerce comedian Cat Williams into saying hurtful things when Cat appeared on Sharpe's program, Club Shay Shay. Epps said he didn't have any personal problems with Cat, mentioning how great they got along on the Friday after next set.
Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across and look at my
Sharpe, on the other hand, seemed to be acting dishonestly, purposefully trying to stir up controversy for his personal gain and then laughing about it afterwards. Epps didn't give a damn about who might be harmed since he regarded Sharpe's activities as a means to increase his own ratings. Shannon Sharpe, who never backs down, had his trademark ferocious response. Declaring that Sharpe had pleaded with him for an interview, he called Mike Epps a liar and challenged him to a fight. Sharpe maintained that Epps had made the initial contact. In a heated exchange, Sharpe made it plain that he was prepared to face Epps head-on by challenging him to repeat his charges in person over the NBA All-Star Tournament weekends.
See it in the chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm with you.
Say my name again, and I'm gonna release the DMs because you're lying.
Yeah.
You said I reached out to you to come on Club Shay Shay, and you a full lie. Now when I see you, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see if you about that.
Say my name again, and I'm going to expose you. Visibly furious, Sharpe issued a warning. Sharpe issued the challenge because he was confident in his physical prowess and thought he could defeat Epps in a street brawl. In keeping with his demeanor, Mike Epps didn't hesitate to answer. He reiterated his previous remarks regarding Sharpe's orientation, asking why a man would go by the name Shay if he wasn't gay. Epps wondered, too, why Sharpe was battling him so much since there were plenty of other people who had joked about him. Epps acknowledged, though, that he had gotten in touch with Sharpe initially.
I know Shay Shay. I don't know what grown-ass man got a name named Shay Shay, but I know this grown man is not mad at me. So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you, but now you want to fight me?
You want to say what you've been saying on trying to get some jokes because you got mad because Cat Williams did what he did. Now when I see you, I'm gonna see if you really about that.
Yeah, and when I see you,
no. I'm gonna see if him talking all that.
Yeah.
When it wasn't them tight ass leather pants, trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna see if you're about that.
Yeah.
Say my name again.
Epps clarified that he messaged Sharpe directly since, in the Cat Williams interview, Sharpe had mentioned his name. Epps claimed that Sharpe was attempting to get Cat to say something outlandish about him, but Cat resisted the temptation. Epps even threatened to use violence if Sharpe approached him, in response to Sharpe's challenge for a physical altercation. He also stated that he would see Sharpe at the All-Star game.
I felt bad about it, and I wanted to meet up with him and personally look him in the face and tell him that I was sorry. I wanted to show these kids that, guess what, no matter how I felt about him and how he felt about me, that guess what, this don't have to end in violence.
You know, there's only one other option. If you don't fight, you do blank.
Mike Epps received a lot of backlash from fans when he threatened Shannon Sharpe's life over what they perceived to be a minor argument. In their opinion, Epps need to offer an apology for defaming Sharpe and labeling him, instead of intensifying the conflict by making threats. However, several supporters thought Sharpe's challenge to Epps was excessive and urged the two men to resolve their problems amicably. Fans often felt that this rivalry was being exaggerated and that the two would eventually find a way to reconcile. Thankfully, Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps chose to put their differences behind them when they finally listened to their supporters. Sharpe made the initial social media announcement that he and Epps were going to make apologies. The two men apparently hashed out their issues during a 15-minute talk that followed their furious altercation. Subsequently, Sharpe posted a picture of them holding hands, indicating that the conflict had ended. ETs did not, however, provide his perspective on the reconciliation, which prompted some fans to assume that he may have been coerced into reaching an understanding. Even after their recent reconciliation, Shannon Sharpe was still targeted by other comedians. Eddie Griffin was the next person in line, and he made some disparaging remarks about Sharpe's orientation in an attempt to poke fun at the well-known podcast presenter. Griffin asserted that Cat Williams seemed uneasy and avoided glancing at Sharpe throughout an interview, implying that Sharpe was acting strangely.
And Club Shay Shay. Yeah, Shay Shay. Yeah. I don't give a gay. Sitting there with them tiny pants on.
Griffin also took issue with Sharpe's demeanor, pointing out that the way he drank during the interview suggested that he was gay. He also made a harsh remark about Sharpe's lips, saying that they resembled the lips of someone who had had sex with another man. Shannon Sharpe was swiftly defended by several supporters, who emphasized that he said nothing contentious in the interview with Cat Williams. Rather, Williams leveled outrageous accusations, which confused supporters as to why Sharpe was the focus. Some conjectured that Sharpe was the most attractive podcaster at the time, thus attention seekers would try to discredit him. Shannon Sharpe answered as usual, but in a more composed and respectful manner.
Well, no, I don't go everywhere. I'm not interested in talking. You've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Sharpe said in a well-spoken address that his sister had told him to forget about the attacks and go on, reminding him of the knowledge of their grandmother. Their grandmother had always maintained that there was no purpose in continuing the never-ending combat against the devil. Rather, she advised them to choose their battles carefully. Taking this advice to heart, Sharpe decided that it was not worth the fight to address Eddie Griffin's charges. He made the decision to concentrate on establishing his reputation and upholding his morals. Supporters applauded Shannon Sharpe for his poised reply to Eddie Griffin's gratuitous insults. They pointed out that since Sharpe's name wasn't even brought up in the Clubhouse interview, Griffin's comments seemed out of context.
I think you don't like Kyrie because Kyrie is a hetero.
For the rest, I will make part 2. Leave your comments in comment section.